Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the lucky Pierres. Yeah!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. We got another top 5 for you tonight. This is our top 5 disappointing films of 2022. Okay, guys, our top 5 disappointing films of 2022, or should I say bottom 5?
I don't know if you could say that, though.
I
It's
would-
not movies that suck the worst. It's what if we expect them to be good. For me,
Well, okay, yeah, I
true.
kind of went with like
crappy
some
movies.
of the lowest rated movies I had this year,
Oh,
but
okay.
a couple like disappointments also, just cause for variety.
Yeah,
For me, it was like what I
Yeah, I knew it.
I expected them to be good.
yeah,
and they weren't good.
That's what
Yeah, there's
disappointing.
some of
yeah,
that, but-
for sure. That's what I went with too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so here I got my number 1 is Halloween Ends.
Okay.
I should have known. Because Halloween Kills was trash. I should have known, but
Allegedly,
I still got my hopes up.
so you just reminded me of that little kid who's allegedly.
right. That kid's great. I should have known, but it was just garbage, man. And I just can't believe it ended that
Yeah,
way.
we talked about it. We don't need to talk about
Yeah,
it.
well, we don't need to talk about it anymore. And then next I got The Lair.
Yeah, which I didn't get to see because Ben was so mad he deleted it, and I didn't get to see it.
I mean, it's a good thing you deleted, I guess, huh?
I wouldn't say it's the worst thing I've ever watched. It just didn't live up to
You
what
had
I expected.
really high expectations because you like his other stuff.
I love Neil Marshall. I like The Descent's one of my favorite horror movies of all time,
Yes.
if not my favorite. And then you got Doomsday. He's made Dog Soldiers.
He's got some hitters.
He's made. There was one other one. What else? He's got some good movies.
The Lair.
He's got some good movies, man, and it just should have been better, and it wasn't. It seemed like.
Was it just like
what it seemed like was it seemed like he didn't have any budget, and he's like, I'm just gonna make it anyway.
Yeah.
And then that's what happened.
It was like a love letter, like a throwaway movie?
It was definitely. And then next I got Crimes of the Future.
Fair.
I guess that I wasn't expecting anything from it. I didn't know anything going in, but it's Cronenberg.
I did. I wanted to love it.
It was Cronenberg, and Cronenberg's made some good stuff in the past. He's got a very
Some very good stuff.
He's got like a very eclectic
But
filmography.
I feel like where he shines is with like the low budget stuff, and this was
sci-fi horror stuff like that.
too grandiose for him. So
You think so?
He went too far.
He got overwhelmed with
Yeah,
like,
he went-
the budget.
well,
It
yeah.
was
Well,
just
he was
such
just
a
like, I'm gonna
strange.
stretch this as far as I can.
It was just such a strange movie, and it was bored the hell out of my mind.
Yep.
And next, I got Nope, because honestly, I expected a lot more from that movie. I don't know what I wanted, but it wasn't I guess killer UFO creature thing. They say it has they say it's like Jaws, but with like a UFO. They say it has kind of like Jaws in a way. I didn't see that at all, really. I don't get that.
That can't be true, because, like, what are you going to be afraid to go on a plane now because there's something in the sky?
right.
Jaws ruined the ocean for me forever. So
Yeah, same. That's what they say. That's because it's a creature in the sky. It's like,
No.
I just thought I expected a lot more from Jordan Peele. He's got he made Us and he made Get Out, which are two really good movies. And then lastly, this one hurts to say because I was very highly anticipating it. Jackass Forever. I was let down by that.
Oh.
okay. That's
I was let down by that. I think the stunts were just lamer. I thought the payoffs were lamer. The people we wanted to see weren't performing the stunts that we wanted to see them perform. I get it. It's a safety thing, and I want to see this be the last one. You know what I mean? I said that before.
Yeah,
I
and
hope
let it
this
just
is
run
the
its
last
course.
one. Yeah.
Like, they can only do so much.
What do you guys got?
I'll go if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. These aren't in any particular order, really, because like I said, some of them were just like, okay, I'll just go. Father Stew. Like, I didn't have high expectations for it, but I thought it would be like
It's a fun one.
good. Like, I thought, well, Mark Wahlberg, I have the joke. Like, I always say, like, name one bad Mark Wahlberg movie. This killed the joke because this is it.
Well, The Happening's pretty bad.
Oh, the bad happening's terrible.
Yeah, but that was part of the bit, is that because Mark Wahlberg, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But this, can't come back.
No saving grace.
I didn't realize going in, because you guys have you gone to the movies, and like any of those movies where you like go and see it and then you realize like, oh, this is like a religious movie and that's the whole movie. Like, you didn't realize it going in, but then it's basically like a recruitment movie for Christianity.
Did not think it was that. If it's that,
Like, have you ever gone to a movie and like had that experience?
never once.
Not really. No.
Like, there's a lot of them.
not really. No,
Like,
I've never had that experience. Really.
So I did not realize that was going to be like this. Because you haven't seen it?
No.
Okay, so basically the premise is Mark Wahlberg is like the stereotypical like meathead boxer character he always plays. He gets a head injury, retires boxing, and then finds religion and becomes like a preacher.
Gets knocked into religion.
But I thought like, so with that premise, I was like, it's going to be a funny Mark Wahlberg movie where he's like
Didn't they,
acting like he's religious.
the preview showed some comedy.
Yeah, they
right?
promoted it as like he was pretending to be a preacher to
Yeah.
like meet a woman.
Yeah.
But no, it was like he's saved, he's born again, and like his life is great now because he found religion. And it was
So you're
written.
just sitting there like smoldering
It
with
was
rage.
written and directed by Mel Gibson's girlfriend,
That's very odd.
which is that's why it got made. Because like she wrote it and
And
literally
hi-
has no credits to her name.
and him
like,
and Wahlberg are probably boys. So
Yes.
Wahlberg's like,
Yeah,
I'll do
did
it
a
for you.
favor.
Yeah.
okay, then Firestarter.
Well, I could tell you from the
Just-
second I saw the preview.
Well, that's why I
it's gonna
said
be
some of
trash.
these were just like some of my lowest rated movies of the year.
Yeah.
I didn't have high expectations, but I thought it would be good because I liked the original. But it's just not good.
But also, you saw the preview, so you should have.
That I might have avoided trailers because I didn't want it to ruin
Yeah.
it. The original had Drew Barrymore and Heather Locklear. It didn't need to be that good.
It was decent, yeah.
It was decent, pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
This shit remake failed to hit the mark in any aspect. Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I did not have high hopes, but I at least wanted like stupid, silly fun. Justin Long does not deserve the disrespect these films being attached to his legacy have created.
He's in all of them except for this one, isn't he? Or is he not in the last one?
He's
not in the last two.
He's not in any of them. He's only in the first one.
Yeah, he's in the second. He's in the cornfield, like
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
he's not like acting in it, but he's
Yeah.
But yeah,
he has no eyes in a cornfield, so he's in it.
then
a cameo.
the
a quick
mean
cameo.
one. The mean one, like I didn't think it would be a great movie, but I thought it would be fun.
Yeah,
They used CGI for blood.
yeah.
Do I need to say much else? Literal CGI for liquid blood.
I've seen that done. That there was like a brief period where a lot of movies were doing that. You remember that?
Yeah.
Around
They thought it
2006,
looked better or
2007, 2008.
It looks so bad.
One that sticks out is Rambo. Remember that Rambo 4? They used when he's on the turret for like half the movie.
He shoots a guy in pieces. So I mean,
He's on the turret for like half the movie.
But and I said again, I didn't have high expectations, but I wanted some fun and good gore. Got neither. It was like a bad Hallmark movie with CGI blood.
it wasn't even like. That's on my list too. So
All jacked up and full of worms. Seems like it should have been right up my alley. Like it was at Fantastic Fest. I told you guys I was excited for it. Basically a strange PSA to not get addicted to drugs. I was excited for it. Did absolutely nothing for me. And there's like a Q&A with the director. And like somebody's stupid questions like, "Oh, what's your like coolest experience on drugs?" And the guy was like, "Really?" Like acted like offended, but then I was like, "Okay." And then just told a ridiculous story about like a group orgy and smashing a TV with a baseball bat. And I was like, "Yeah, it's probably good you stopped doing drugs, you freak."
Yeah. All right, Joe. What do you got?
all right. I will start with the mean one because
Yeah.
it was. I don't know why I had my hopes up for it.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, the
we
premise,
built it
like,
up.
I thought was cool. I thought it'd be a cool premise with, like, the Grinch being a killer. I thought that, like, that's like a can't miss premise.
He did a good job. The
He
guy
did what he
playing the
could.
Grinch,
Yeah, he
was,
did what he
it was
could.
cool.
Which is, like, the guy that played Terrifier.
Yes,
Or Art the
Art.
Clown and
Yeah.
Terrifier. So I thought, like, with those aspects, it's going to be something at least. And it was just brutal. Like, nothing redeeming. The acting was just terrible.
Dr.
The story,
Zeus.
it was boring. It was just, god awful.
Dr. Zeus was a character.
Yeah. Yeah, they just did a play on words with a couple things, and it was rough. And I don't know why, for the life of me, I thought Morbius would be good, but it wasn't.
Sophia said Morbius was better than the Batman.
Well, her reviews can be called into question.
Oh my god.
It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it just like I used to like the character in the comics. It was a
I
cool
loved
character, like a
Morbius,
vampire,
yeah.
like a killer vampire. Jared Leto didn't really bring the noise like I hoped he would. Just the story was trash.
Oh god.
And then I have Crimes in the Future because like I was psyched for it and it was just a snooze fest. Like It was like watching paint dry. Like
It was
the story, the acting, everything was just brutal. Like the whole time. You're like, is this
so
going
bad,
anywhere? This is so stupid. Like,
Vigo just phoning it in.
yeah, he played like a guy dying of cancer, basically, and like that's how he played his role.
I think he honestly fell asleep in some scenes.
I think he might have. And then I have the Black Phone because I personally was super psyched for it, and it didn't deliver at all.
I got the
like,
book to read,
Maybe
I haven't
it's
read
better
it
than the movie. 'Cause,
but I
like,
got it for Christmas.
being with Hawk and the Sinister People, I thought, because I love those movies. At least the first one,
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah.
It's great. It's one of the best horror movies in a while.
It should have been better.
Yeah, it didn't bring anything.
It didn't really, no. We should have went harder in the paint, and it didn't.
Yeah, there was a scene or two that were cool, but other than that, it was pretty lame.
Yeah.
And then I have Nope, because Jordan Peele built up. His movies were great, and then it just was like a fart watching that movie. Like,
Fart.
I felt like I was like cheated after I left that movie. I was like, that was just like really stupid, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
Didn't bring any. And then I have Pearl. You guys liked
Oh.
After X. I was super psyched.
Pearl's good.
Oh yeah,
And I thought that movie was just hot garbage.
that's what I told you
Definitely
today.
not.
If you rated Pearl better than X, I can't trust you.
I mean,
I do get it, but there's no way you
the acting was
Had
fine. Like
more
but
enjoyment
I
or fun with Pearl than X.
think what they're gonna end up doing with X is like just drawing out what doesn't need to be drawn out. Like just watering down a story that you could have done in one movie, and now I don't care about the character.
Stretching it
Like,
thin.
Yeah, it's way too thin.
They do that with stuff nowadays. Dahmer, that show that I think it's 10 episodes. That could have been 4 or 6.
I've only
Or none,
watched
I
one
mean,
or two.
Dude,
Because we know Dahmer.
They
what
do
happened.
that with stuff now. They stretch stuff out so to what they can get, not
Yeah.
what it should be, what they
Yeah.
can get.
I mean, they could have added maybe one more, combine like the last 2 movies into one, like 40 minutes of this and then the 40 minutes of the final.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Pearl and
it would have been
Maxine.
fine, but
Yeah.
this one it was just too much. Like, I don't care. Like,
Just character development.
yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but yeah, I see what you're saying. If it's not what you're expecting, then you won't enjoy it as much, you know?
She was great in it. Mia Goth. She
Oh,
had a
yeah,
couple
she
scenes
killed
where
it.
she was awesome.
She was great.
I think a lot of it was good, but I don't.
I can
rate it
understand
higher
that.
than Pearl,
It wasn't
or than
as,
X.
it wasn't as fun as X, but it was a good movie. I think it was a good movie. But
Yeah, it was very
okay.
well done.
All right, guys, that's our top 5 disappointing films of 2022. Stay tuned, guys, because we got some good videos coming your way. Thank you for watching. We love you, and we'll see you soon.